Second, guys. Okay, first I'd like to congratulate the Birmingham Stallions. Played a very good game and they won the ball game. They deserve it today. So credit to them and congratulate them as well. And Skip is included. I thought that first half we played well, other than the fact that I wish we had turned a lot of those field goals into 6 points, touchdowns. Would have made a difference for us. Naturally, it was a field goal game like the first half. Second half, I thought the third quarter was a back and forth, which it was with the turnovers and the fake punt and things like that. The ball was back and forth, but we had plenty of opportunities to win the football game. We just didn't get in the end zone when we should have and turn the ball over. So, but extremely proud of the team. Look, they persevered through so many things this season, from the number of quarterbacks we went through to injuries. I mean, heck, we were short on defensive linemen in the game, and by golly, one of them goes down in the warm-ups, and so we were down to 6 today. So we were, but the team hung in there all the time. They continued to play hard. I'm really, like I said, I couldn't be more proud of our guys. I thought they did an outstanding job the entire football season, and so questions.
Yeah, we'll open up questions. Got a mic. Start up front here.
You've already talked about the first half, having those field goals instead of turning them into touchdowns. But when you pretty much dominate a half and yet only lead 6 at half, by 6 at half, kind of, how frustrating is that? And you sort of, in the back of your mind, start thinking, boy, this could bite us down the road.
Mm-hmm. Well, at halftime, as a matter of fact, right before the half a week ago, and today, they got 3 points. And then we came out, kicked off to them last week and this week, and they got 7 points. So it was the same exact thing as a week ago. With the same point differential, it was exactly the same. But, as we all well know, from that point forward, it changed in favor of Birmingham Stallions from a scoring standpoint. But it is frustrating if you're just getting field goals and not getting touchdowns as it did in the first half. And then you're right, to see the score as close as it was when I thought we really dominated the first half, much better than what the scoreboard showed. But, again, it's about points, and we were getting 3s instead of 6s. And that just isn't going to be enough against a good football team like Stallions. So, yeah.
Coach, like you're talking about, with the team going 2 for 12 on third down, settling for the field goals, what did you see in that second half from Birmingham defensively that really allowed them to see that success?
I think we weren't really executing like we did the first half. I don't know that they made adjustments on their side, to be honest with you. But we went from hitting on all cylinders there for a while to not. That's really, I don't want to take anything away from Birmingham. They played well in the second half, played better than we did. That's what made the difference.
Any other questions from the room? Got a couple questions from some Detroit outlets that are watching. Coach, just a little bit on the change in quarterback and kind of the jump that gave Birmingham and your ability to kind of adjust to that.
Yeah, look, Martinez, if you told me before the game they'd taken him out, I'd have jumped for joy. But as it turned out, it was a good move for them. It gave them a spark, I think is what it did. Both their quarterbacks are very good quarterbacks. They started the season, they were alternating, and then Martinez got hot and they stuck with it, which was a good move on their part. But anyhow, they're both very, very good quality quarterbacks. Could start for probably anyone in the league as far as that goes. I think it gave them a spark. That's what it did. It gave them a spark. And they opened up the formation and just went to more, passing and stuff at that time. A little bit of run sprinkled in, but they hit us on some big plays, and the big plays were what made the difference for them.
A couple more from Jared Ramsey. Mm-hmm. What can you talk a little bit about Danny Etling's day? You started really strong and then had a couple of those picks later in the second half.
Yeah, I think the turnovers hurt us a little bit, but Danny's a competitor. I thought the first half he played extremely well. Like I said, the turnovers in the second half, I'm sure, frustrate him as much as it frustrated all of us. We were going back and forth with the turnovers, as we all well know, but they came out on top in the end.
Last one from Jared Ramsey. What changed after building the early lead, and if anything, what stopped working?
Score changed. Really, it was just a matter of when we were going back and forth with the turnovers. It was still all even, and then they scored a touchdown and scored another one, and that's really what it set apart. And they were big plays. We gave up some big plays, and that's So we just fell apart a little bit, that's all.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Thank you all. I want to thank all of you, by the way, for being here and, supporting the UFL the entire season. Really, really appreciate it. Okay, so thank to you guys as well. Appreciate it. Thanks, media.
We'll have linebacker Noah Dawkins and quarterback Danny Henley available. We'll open up the question. We have a mic. Start right here in the back.
Hi, guys. Daniel, can you talk about, after your initial score touchdown drive, you guys had 5 consecutive drives that ended in a field goal attempt. Kind of what happened there? Explain why you guys couldn't get into the end zone, or what did they do to prevent you, obviously, from getting into the end zone?
Yeah, we just, just execution in those crucial moments on, third down, or whether it's red zones, some short yardage stuff where we just weren't able to get the 2 yards we needed, or, maybe a loss of yards on second down that really put us behind the chain. So, just we could have done better in a lot of those aspects and really put ourselves in a better position, after halftime.
Question?
No, I mean, you come up short this year, but it's obviously been a great season on the whole. How do you take what you've learned from this experience with the Panthers and build on it for the future?
I mean, there's always another step, whether that's NFL or whatever the case may be. It's just, taking what the coaches, taught us all season long and just taking that and just, elevating our game.
Danny, the offense today, especially, in that second half in a rut, 2 for 12 on third down, was there anything different that Birmingham was throwing at you defensively compared to last week, or was it more so just a lack of execution on your end offensively?
I think we put ourselves in some bad positions, especially, we had so many third and longs, so that really didn't help. And then, those are going to be tough to overcome. And then, obviously, we just didn't execute at some of those times when their defense really played well. So those are some things that we'll learn from, especially me, and, run it back and hopefully do better next year.
No, for you, just with, could you talk a little bit about what you guys did well on Martinez, shutting him down and doing some things maybe that, he hadn't really seen, or probably his most frustrating game. And then when they changed quarterbacks, just what does that do to a defense, at that point?
Really, as far as Martinez, just our game plan, just, keep him contained. Don't let him get outside the box because, he's an elite runner once he does get outside the box. And, when Matt came in, it wasn't really nothing different. He just, he made plays.
Any more questions in the room? This is for both of you guys from a media member in Detroit. Just talk a little bit about the team and just how you guys were able to fight through adversity all season long, injuries on both sides of the ball. Danny, you with everything you were going through, and then your wide receiving core, and Marcus not being available there toward the end. Just kind of what was it like just being able to fight and be in this game and still be in it toward the end there?
Just our team just starting at camp. We're a brotherhood, so one man goes down, the next man up. Our coaches do a real good job making sure that everybody knows our assignment and our job, what we got to do on any given down, and make sure our backups get enough reps. So if one of us do go down, they have the reps to be able to execute at a high level.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a special team. It's been a lot of fun being a part of this group. It didn't seem to matter who was out there. We just continually found ways to win. And, it sucks to come up short, but it's been a hell of a season. I'm very thankful and grateful for my time and this opportunity that's been given to me. I'm grateful for this team. So it's been a blast. It's sad to end this way, but I'm very grateful for these guys, and it's a very special place in my heart. And through all my years of football, this has been a really fun one.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. That'll wrap up the mission.